Now we learn inertial and non-inertial frames. Now what is inertial, what is non-inertial, that we have to cover. Before that, let's see what is the frame of reference first. Now in physics, frame of reference is very important. Frame of reference means a system of coordinate axes with reference to which the position of an object is described is called as frame of reference. Now what is this? This is in scientific word. Let I tell you simple example. So when we are talking about, this is a, let's say this is your college and you're talking about a, a garden which is 5 kilometers from your college. Now, when you are in college, you can say that particular garden is 5 kilometers. But as you change, because you're talking about reference to the college, your college. But as you change your position and you reach your home, and from your home, this garden is 10 kilometers. The same sentence you cannot use about the garden. Garden is 5 kilometers because your reference point changes. As reference point changes, everything changes. So you remember one thing here. So similar to that, frame of reference is very important. So when we are at rest and a vehicle is moving with a speed 60 km per hour, with respect to you on earth, a vehicle is moving with 60 km per hour. But as you go in a space, vehicle is moving with the 60 km per hour, earth is also rotating, so everything changes. So in physics, when we are learning everything, the reference point is well defined. So let's see what is inertial frame and what is non-inertial frame. Basically, this frame of reference we classified into inertial and non-inertial. Now inertial. What is inertial frame of reference? Now here, a frame of reference which is fixed or moving with uniform velocity. With respect to fixed frame of reference, it is called as inertial. You remember one thing here, the frame of reference which is fixed or moving with uniform velocity with respect to fixed frame of reference is called as inertial frame. Whatever physics we learn here, we learn with respect to the earth. With respect to earth. So it is coming under this inertial frame of reference. Now, so here the word is very important, uniform velocity. When the velocity is uniform, that time acceleration is zero. So when we are learning things, the frame of reference must have a zero acceleration. Zero acceleration, when it is fixed, that time also acceleration is zero. We are not talking about accelerated frame. So this is not accelerated frame. Now here, so in this frame of reference, all the Newton's laws of motion are obeyed. So whatever the laws of motion we learn, Newton's laws of motion, first law, second law, third law, all the laws of motion obeyed in inertial frame of reference. Next one, acceleration of this frame of reference is zero. So just we learn uniform velocity means acceleration is coming zero. Now all forces are real. So in this frame of reference, whatever the forces are coming, all the forces are real forces. Real forces means the forces are coming under the basic four type of the forces which we learned in the previous session. Now, so inertial means a frame of reference which is fixed or moving with uniform velocity with respect to fixed is the inertia. Newton's laws obeyed, acceleration zero, and the forces are. Now let me go for the non-inertial. Non-inertial, a frame of reference which is moving with uniform acceleration. Moving with uniform acceleration with reference to inertial frame is called as non-inertial frame. So here acceleration is not equal to zero. So this is the accelerated frame. So this is very important here. So here Newton's laws are not obeyed. To make the Newton's law applied to such kind of motion, we have to consider pseudo forces. So you remember, some forces are not, all the forces are not real. Some pseudo forces we have to consider. So it is also called accelerated frame because acceleration is uniform here. So as this acceleration, this frame of reference having some acceleration. Now here, Newton's laws of motion can be made applicable to the motion of object in non-inertial frame of reference by assuming existence of one or more force acting on object such as, which is called as pseudo force. We have to consider pseudo force and then only we can apply the Newton's laws of motion. So this is a non-inertial frame of reference. Non-inertial means it is because of acceleration of frame of reference. It is because of acceleration of frame of reference that will. Now here you can see a distinguish between inertial and non-inertial frame of reference. So here the first point, in inertial, body moves with constant velocity and that velocity can be raised or body can be at rest. So body moves with variable velocity because here the acceleration is there and here acceleration is 0. So here not accelerate. So acceleration here 0. And here you remember body undergoes the acceleration. So acceleration is not 0. This is accelerated. Newton's laws of motion are obeyed and here not obeyed. Now here in this frame of reference, a force acting on body is real force. So here, so for this, the acceleration of this frame of reference give rise to a pseudo force. Means forces are real, but some pseudo forces also there. So that pseudo forces we have to consider. Now here example, rocket in intergalactic space. Gravity free space between galaxies means gravity free space. So when we are talking about gravity free space, so all engines are shut. Then also the satellite or the rocket is moving. So it is because of the, so the study of this is coming under the inertial frame of reference. Now example for non-inertial, when the accelerated frame is there, a car just start its motion from rest. When it start from rest, then speed continuously increases. So acceleration is there. So then during the time of acceleration, the car will be in motion, it will be in the non-inertial frame of reference. When the car is starting, so in the initial time, the car speed increases continuously. So it is in accelerated motion. So it is coming under the non-inertial frame of reference. So another example, so when a car is moving with the constant speed in a straight line, but as the car take turn on the curve path, then on the curve path again speed velocity changes. Velocity changes means it is accelerated motion. To explain that motion on the curve path, we have to consider pseudo force and it is centrifugal force. So we have to consider centrifugal force. Then only we can explain the motion of car on this curve path. So we have to learn this in detail in another chapter about centrifugal force.